fight like a roaring fight, crypto and dreams under stadium lights, sweat and fire, hearts ignite. Evening sports buffet, with the Ginch we play.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. I believe it's the 20th. It's just the 20th. Monday, beginning of the work week. So 1 day down, 4 to go. The weekend. Welcome to another edition of Early Evening Sports Today with Ginch. I'm Ginch, I'm your host here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. NFL Draft coming up Thursday. Got a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm not the NFL, so NBA playoffs in the Premier League winding down its season. Some NBA news, many other things. Thanks for the control. But welcome to another edition of Early Evening Sports Buffet with the Ginch. So let's see. Some breaking news. Do I have any breaking news music anywhere? I used to. But I think I got rid of it, unfortunately. But I used to have some breaking news music. Victor Wembanyama has won the Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. He's both the youngest Defensive Player of the Year winner in NBA history and the first to win the award unanimously. He got 100 first place votes. That would be unanimous. Big time. He's the first Spurs player to win it since Kawhi Leonard won it in back-to-back seasons in 2014-15 and 2015-16. So good for him. There you have it. There's some breaking news. Before I get into some other top headlines of the day, let's go through what we've witnessed so far, NBA, NHL, etc., etc. Playing games were last week. It's stupid. It's asinine. It's dumb. But if you missed it on Friday, again, the 8-seeded game, the Magic blew out the Hornets 121-90. So they advance. And then the Suns handled the Warriors 111-96. Then on Saturday, really, the NBA playoffs kicked off as far as I was concerned. The Cavaliers handled the Raptors 126-113. The Nuggets had handled the Timberwolves 116-105. The Knicks over the Hawks 113-102. And the Lakers beat the Rockets 107-98. Then yesterday, the Celtics hammered the 76ers 123-91. Thunder all over the Suns 119-84. In an upset, the Magic. The Pistons taking the Magic lightly, maybe. But the Pistons lose 112-101, and the Spurs beat the Trailblazers 111-98. In the association tonight, right now, tipping off soon. Raptors at the Cavs. Cavs up 1-0 in that series. The Knicks and the Hawks will tip off at 8 o'clock. New York leads that series 1-0. And the Nuggets will host the Timberwolves at 10:30 p.m. Denver leads that series 1-0. Some news from the NBA. We already went over the Wembanyama news. Draymond Green, when asked about Steve Kerr's future with the Dubs, he just basically said he felt like that was it. That Steve Kerr is going to step away now. Steve Kerr has nothing left to prove. Kevin Durant is a game time decision for game 2 versus the Lakers. What else here? Toronto Raptors Isaiah Quickly. He has been ruled out for game number 2. I just look over some other stuff here. But if you look at the brackets, I know we've only played one game. Oklahoma City up on the Suns 1-0. Lakers up on the Rockets 1-0. Nuggets over the Timberwolves 1-0 series lead. Spurs, Trailblazers. Spurs with the 1-zip lead. Orlando holds the 1-0 series lead over the Pistons. The Pistons lose game 2. I fully expect the Pistons to win game 2. Cavaliers lead the series with the Raptors 1-0. And the Hawks, lead 1-0. And the Celtics 1-0 over the 76ers. NHL, are you excited? I know I am for the best playoffs in North America. The National Hockey League. Oh, here we go. As soon as it pops up here. So I'm a little bit stuffed. Last week it was 90 degrees. Today it was 50. So Mother Nature can be a bitch sometimes. The NHL playoffs kicked off on Saturday. The Hurricanes beat the Senators 2-0 to take a 1-0 series lead. The Wild hammered the Stars, which was quite surprising. The Stars flat at home, 6-1 Minnesota Wild win to take a 1-0 series lead. Final, the Flyers bested the Penguins 3-2, much to the chagrin of, back in my hometown, a friend of mine who's a diehard Pittsburgh fan across the board. Much to his chagrin. Flyers lead that series 1-0. Then yesterday, Avalanche held off the Kings 2-1 to take a 1-0 series lead. Final in overtime, the Canadiens 4-3 over the Lightning to take a 1-0 series lead. Buffalo Sabres were down big to the Bruins. They come back to win 4-3 to take a 1-0 series lead. And the Golden Knights over the Mammoth 4-2 to take a 1-0 series lead. Tonight, 7 o'clock, should be dropping the puck soon. Flyers and the Penguins. 7:30, the Senators and the Hurricanes. 9:30 p.m., Wild and the Stars. And at 10 p.m., the Ducks and the Oilers. Ducks Oilers. That will be game number uno. Some NHL news. Leon Draisaitl, he is set to return for game 1 of the playoffs. Alex Ovechkin is mulling retirement. That's really the bulk of it there. Again, I'm not going to go through any NFL stuff because the draft is coming up. Just some tidbits that I saw. Jimmy Garoppolo supposedly is considering retirement. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to work out for the Giants and take a physical. I don't know. Why would you want to bring him back other than maybe some veteran leadership in the locker room? Justin Jefferson has basically said that J.J. McCarthy, with the signing of Kyler Murray, needs to step it up. Some fascinating stuff there. Some of the stuff went over a long time ago. I went over the Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals. Just for shits and giggles, I guess. Jordan Reed from ESPN. He's made predictions for all 257 picks. I am going to go down what he has for the first round. With the first pick, obviously, he has Fernando Mendoza going to the Raiders. Second, he has Arvell Reese going to the Jets. Third, I've seen a bunch of different things for the Cardinals. But third, he has the Cardinals taking Francis Mauigoa, the offensive tackle from Miami. With the fourth pick, he has the Tennessee Titans taking David Bailey, edge rusher, Texas Tech. I think he's going to make a really good pro. He's sort of a beast. His motor is always at 100%. With the fifth pick, he has the Giants taking Sonny Styles, a linebacker, Ohio State. You can't go wrong there. In the sixth position, he has the Cleveland Browns taking Carnell Tate, the wide receiver from Ohio State, who had a fantastic year last year, by the way. With the seventh pick, he has the Washington Commanders taking Jeremiah Love, running back Notre Dame. They sort of need a running back. I don't know if the Commanders are going to take him or not. We'll see. With the eighth pick, he has the Saints taking Mansour Delane, cornerback LSU. With the ninth pick, he has my Chiefs taking Reuben Bain Jr., edge rusher, Miami. Don't know if I like that or not, but we'll see. With the Giants, with their second pick in the top 10 from Cincinnati, if you remember, he has them taking Caleb Downs, the safety at Ohio State. Can't go wrong there. In the 11th spot, he has the Miami Dolphins taking Spencer Fano, the offensive tackle from Utah. Usually, Utah offensive linemen are behemoths. I think that would be a solid pick. With the 12th pick, he has the Dallas Cowboys taking Dylan Thieneman, safety, Oregon. We'll see. The 13th pick, the Rams with the trade from Atlanta a while back. Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver, USC. Another weapon for Matthew Stafford if Stafford comes back. I guess he's coming back. The Baltimore Ravens at the 14th pick. He has them taking Olavavega Ione, the guard from Penn State. Another massive lineman. In the 15th spot, he has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Jamad McCoy, the cornerback from Tennessee. With the 16th pick, the trade from Indianapolis, remember. He has Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State. I've seen Jordan Tyson going to the Chiefs at 9 and a lot of so-called experts mock draft. 17th position, the Detroit Lions. He has them taking Monroe Freeling, the offensive tackle from Georgia. Again, another beast. With the 18th spot, he has the Minnesota Vikings taking Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon. A little undersized for a tight end, but he's fast. For again, I call him a tweener. The 19th pick, he has the Carolina Panthers taking Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver, Indiana. Nice little pick there. In the Green Bay trade with Michael Parsons last year, remember, the Cowboys picking 20th. They have them taking Chris Johnson, quarterback, San Diego State. He's a good cornerback. It might be a bit of a stretch, though. The 21st pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers, he has them taking KC Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M. A solid receiver, not flashy, but solid. In the 22nd position, he has the Los Angeles Chargers taking Akeem Mesidor, the edge rusher from Miami. Chargers need defensive help. after what happened last year. In the 23rd spot, he has the Philadelphia Eagles taking Max Ahian Akor or Ihi Anakor, something like that. I always butcher names. The offensive tackle from Arizona State. Lane Johnson's going to be 36 this year. Building for the future. In the 24th spot, with the trade from the Jaguars, if you remember, he has the Cleveland Browns taking Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson. Very, very solid offensive lineman there. 25th pick, he has the Chicago Bears taking TJ Parker, edge rusher from Clemson. Again, the Clemson defense was stacked last year, but they got no help from their offense. I think that would be a solid pick. 26th spot, Buffalo Bills picking Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, Ohio State. Jim Leonard runs a 3-4 scheme. So I think McDonald would fit in nicely. In the 27th pick, he has the San Francisco 49ers taking Malachi Lawrence, the edge rusher, UCF. 28th spot, the Houston Texans. He has them picking Caden Proctor, offensive tackle from Alabama. We talk about a beast. He's 6'7", just shy of 360 pounds. And the Texans need help on the offensive line after what you witnessed in the playoff last year. In the 29th spot, he has my Chiefs again, a trade from the Rams, taking Colton Hood, quarterback, Tennessee. Very, very good. If you haven't seen some of Tennessee's games, he is a very, very fine defensive back. 30th spot, the Miami Dolphins from Denver, if you remember the swap. He has them taking Kendrick Falk, edge rusher, Auburn. He's okay. 31st pick, New England Patriots. He has them taking Cassius Al, edge rusher from Texas A&M. They need help because the Patriots did not put a lot of pressure on the quarterback last year. And with the 32nd pick, he has the Seattle Seahawks taking Chase Basantes, guard, Texas A&M. So there you have it, the first round there. Let's shut to Major League Baseball, shall we? Just some news and notes from Major League Baseball. The Dodgers closer, Mr. Diaz, he has been put on the IL. He's set to have elbow surgery, so kind of a blow there for the Dodgers. The Mariners have put Mr. Donovan on a 10-day IL. And the Mets have lost 11 games in a row, by the way. Horrible. The Twins have placed Mr. Abel on the IL with elbow inflammation. Let me go to the standings as I do each week. In the American League out there in the East, Yankees up on top with a 13-9 in record. The Tampa Bay Rays are 12-9, a half game back. The Baltimore Orioles 10-12, they're 3 back. Boston Red Sox 9-13, they're 4 back, and the Blue Jays in last 8-13, 4.5 back. In the Central, Cleveland Guardians on top with a 13-10 record. The Detroit Tigers are 12-11, they're a game back. In third are the Twins, they're 11-11, 1.5 back. In fourth, the Chicago White Sox 8-14, they're 4.5 back. Yet they're not in last. And the Royals in last place 7-15, 5.5 back. Out there in the West, Rangers and Athletics are tied atop with an 11-11 record. The Angels are third, 11-12. They're a half game back. The Mariners are fourth, 10-13, game and a half back. Astros last, 8-15, but they're only 3.5 back. In the National League, in the East, the Braves lead it comfortably right now. They are 15-7 in first. Marlins and the Nationals tied for second, 5 back. Phillies are fourth, they're 6.5 back. They're 8-13, and the Mets in last again, They lost their last 11 after starting 7-4. They are 7-15. In the Central, the Cincinnati Reds lead with a 14-8 record. The Cardinals are second. They're 13-8. They're a half game back. My Pittsburgh Pirates, they are third. They are 13-9. They're a game back. Chicago Cubs are fourth, 12-9. Game and a half back, as are the Brewers. Out there in the West, the Dodgers up on top, 15-6. The Padres are second, half game back, 15-7. It's going to come down to those two for the division, I believe. The Arizona Diamondbacks, 13-9. They are 2.5 back. Rockies are fourth, as are the Giants, 9-13, 6.5 back. The Major League Baseball season has been kind of squirrely. A lot of teams with losing records, 500 or losing. It's really kind of squirrely. Right now, the National League Central Division is the best division in baseball. Everybody's above 500. And from first to last is only separated by a game and a half. On the slate tonight in Major League Baseball, earlier today, the Red Sox beat the Tigers 8-6. Right now, middle of the fourth, the Astros are up on the Guardians 6-2. Bottom of the second, the Reds are up on the Rays 2-1. Top of the fourth, scoreless Cardinals Marlins. Mid third, right now, the Nationals up on top of the Braves 2-0. Later on, the Orioles are at the Royals, the Phillies are at the Cubs, the Dodgers at the Rockies, the Blue Jays at the Angels, the Athletics are at the Mariners. English Premier League, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Follow the Premier League just from the simple fact of that's the most watched league across the globe. On Saturday, scores Brentford Fulham 0-0 draw. Leeds United beat Wolverhampton 3-0. Wolverhampton, with 5 games left in the regular season, they have already been relegated to the Championship League for next year. Bournemouth beat Newcastle 2-1. Tottenham and Brighton 2-2 draw. Manchester United over Chelsea 1-0. And of course, yesterday, Aston Villa beat Sunderland 4-3. Liverpool beat Everton 2-1. Nottingham Forest over Burnley 4-1. Man City beat my Arsenal squad 2-1 and are now the favorites to win the Premier League, really, after Arsenal shit the bed last week. Today, Crystal Palace and West Ham played to a 0-0 draw. Let's go to the Premier League standings after this week's competition. Arsenal is still on top with 70 points. But Man City has played one less game. So right now, Man City is in the driver's seat. Man City second, 67 points. They're only 3 back. Man United and Villa, third and fourth. They are tied for 58 points apiece. But Man United leads on goal differential. They are +7 in that category. If the season ended today, Tottenham, Burnley, Wolverhampton's already been relegated. Burnley will be relegated. So it is going to come down for the final spot to be relegated between Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Tottenham. Tottenham is sitting with 31 points in 18th. West Ham is 33rd. Again, I've been watching the Premier League since 2012. I never thought that I would see the day where Tottenham, one of the big higher echelon clubs in London, in England, is on the threshold of being relegated. Tottenham fans all across the globe are ready to heave themselves out the London Bridge. There was golf played this weekend. The PGA Tour, excuse me, they were down there in Hilton Head. Give me just a second here. As it's trying to come up, it's buffering. In a playoff down at the RBC Heritage, Hilton Head Island, Harbortown Golf Links. Matt Fitzpatrick beat Scotty Scheffler in a playoff to win. He pockets $3.6 million. Good for him. LPGA. They were out there in Tarzana, California at the El Caballero Country Club. JM Eagle LA Championship presented by Plastro. Hannah Green won in a playoff between herself, Jin Hee Im, and Se Young Kim. She wins. Congratulations. PGA Senior Tour was down there in Bradenton, Florida, at the Concession Golf Club for the Senior PGA Championship. Stuart Sink walked away with it. He 19 under par. There you have it. Liv was down there in Mexico City at the Club de Golf Chapultepec. Liv Golf Mexico City. Jean Rahm walked away with that one, 21 under par. And so he wins down there in Mexico City. DP World Tour had the week off. In the Corn Ferry Tour, they were also in Mexico, Total Mexico, at the PGA Riviera Maya. Tournament Championship at PGA Riviera Maya. Dylan Minante walks away with it with a 19 under score, 269. Congratulations to him. NASCAR. Tyler Reddick won again. And I'm sure that the NASCAR community will probably now be abuzz as to what they're doing over there at 2311 Racing. Because it is getting kind of ridiculous at this point. Ryan Blaney won the pole. He finished 24th. Let me go down the list here. Hope your favorite driver did well. If not, better luck next week. Uh, 37th was Cody Ware. 36th was Shane Van Gisbergen. 36th was Kyle Busch. 34th, Michael McDowell. 33rd, Ty Dillon. 32nd, Zane Smith. 31st, AJ Chicken Allmendinger. 30th, Joey Logano. 29th, Connor Zilic. 28th, Noah Gregson. 27th, Josh Berry. 26th, Ross Chastain. 25th, Cole Custer. 24th, Ryan Blaney. 23rd, Eric Jones. 22nd, John Hunter Nemechek. 21st, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Excuse me as my microphone falls over here. 20th, Christopher Bell. 19th, Daniel Suarez. 18th, Alex Bowman. 17th, Todd Gilliland. 16th, Austin Dillon. 15th, Corey Heim. 14th, Riley Herbst. 13th, Carson Hocevar. 12th, Austin Cindric. 11th, Ryan Preece. 10th, Chris Buescher. 9th, Ty Gibbs. 8th, Chase Elliott. 7th, William Byron. 6th, Brad Keselowski. 5th was Bubba Wallace. 4th, Denny Hamlin. 3rd, Chase Briscoe. 2nd was Kyle Larson. And Tyler Reddick, I believe, with his 5th win of the year. I could be wrong. If the season ended today, which it's not going to. Let's go to the current standings. Yes, that was Tyler Reddick's 5th win. Playoffs ended today. Daniel Suarez would be 16th, Chase Briscoe 15th. Joey Logano 14th, Ryan Priest 13th, Carson Hocevar 12th, Chris Buescher 11th, Christopher Bell 10th, Brad Keselowski 9th, Bubba Wallace would be 8th, William Byron 7th, Chase Elliott 6th, Kyle Larson 5th, Ty Gibbs 4th, Ryan Blaney 3rd, Denny Hamlin 2nd, and Tyler Reddick right now running away with the regular season point standings. He's running away with it. Update early on, the Flyers and the Penguins are scoreless 0-0. Middle of the first are getting toward the later of the first. Right now, the Cavs up on the Raptors 19-12. Let's go to the college sports, shall we? College softball rankings. As soon as they come up here. South Carolina's 25th, Grand Canyon is 24th, Virginia's 23rd, UCF is 22nd, Oklahoma State 21st, Washington is 20th. Stanford's 19th, Oregon is 18th, LSU 17th, Arizona 16th. Duke and Mississippi State are both tied for 14th. 13th is Georgia, 12th is FSU, 11th Texas A&M, 10th is Virginia Tech, 9th is Tennessee, UCLA in the 8th position, Florida in the 7th, Arkansas ranked 6th, Texas is 5th, Nebraska 4th, Texas Tech 3rd, Alabama 2nd. Oklahoma is still your number uno college softball team. Top 25 action tonight in women's college softball. There's only one. A big tussle down in Georgia. Number 5 Texas and number 13 Georgia in the third. They are both scoreless. Excuse me. Let's do a little lacrosse for the women. 25th is Pennsylvania, 24th ranked Princeton, 23rd is Loyola, Maryland, 22nd Richmond, 21st Rutgers, 20th Virginia, 19th Penn State, 18th is Duke, 17th is Denver, 16th is Colorado, 15th is Army, 14th is Notre Dame, Yale 13th, Boston College 12th, Stony Brook 11th, Clemson 10th, Stanford 9th, Johns Hopkins 8th, Michigan 7th, Syracuse 6th, Navy is 5th, Florida is 4th, Maryland 3rd, Northwestern 2nd, North Carolina is your number one women's lacrosse team. No top 25 action in women's lacrosse today. Let's jump over to the men. College baseball rankings. Excuse me. Arizona State's 25th, Arkansas is 24th, USC is 23rd, Boston College 22nd, Florida is 21st, Nebraska is 20th, Oregon is 19th, Southern Miss 18th, Ole Miss 17th, Kansas is 16th, Mississippi State 15th, Oklahoma 14th, Alabama 13th, West Virginia 12th, Auburn 11th, Virginia is 10th, Coastal Carolina 9th, Florida State 8th, Texas A&M 7th, Oregon State 6th, Georgia is 5th, Texas is 4th, Georgia Tech 3rd, North Carolina is 2nd, and UCLA still on top. Top 25 action in baseball today. There is none. So there you have it. Men's lacrosse. Let's go to the rankings, shall we? As soon as they come up here, buffering. We don't like buffering on this show. We hate the word buffer. Not a big buffer fan. Again, I said as soon as it comes up here. Rutgers is 20th. Loyola, Maryland is 19th. Utah 18th. Towson 17th. Duke is 16th. Penn State 15th. Army is 14th. Ohio State 13th. Georgetown 12th. Maryland 11th. Harvard 10th. Yale 9th. Virginia 8th. Johns Hopkins is 7th. Cornell 6th. Syracuse is 5th. Richmond 4th. North Carolina 3rd. Princeton 2nd. Notre Dame is the number 1 ranked men's lacrosse team in the land. Men's lacrosse scores. Top 25 action today. There is none. So boo-hoo. Men's college lacrosse. I'm sorry. That we just went down then. Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to jump to some NCAA football news. Really none, to be quite honest with you. A lot of teams had their spring game this past week, and there's another shitload of them coming up. And I always find this quite interesting. When magazines and sites start coming up with their way too early top 25 college rankings. So here we go. SaturdayDownSouth.com. Here is their way too early top 25 as of last week. They've got Florida ranked 25th, my Florida Gators. I don't think it'll happen this year. I hope to be surprised. If we finish 9-3 and make a decent bowl this year, I will be happy. Because then we're on the right trajectory. 24th, they have Oklahoma State. I don't know why they have Oklahoma State here. The last season and a half under Mike Gundy was a shit show. It was pathetic. Do I think it's going to be that big of a turnaround? No. 23rd ranked, they have Auburn. 22nd, SMU. 21st, Iowa. 20th is Tennessee. 19th, Washington. They have LSU 18th. 17th, they have Houston. 16th, Utah. I don't know how that program is going to be that Kyle Whittingham left, but we'll see. 15th is Oklahoma. They have Alabama ranked 14th, Michigan 13th, USC 12th. They have BYU ranked 11th, Texas A&M 10th, Ole Miss 9th, Miami 8th, Texas Tech 7th, Georgia 6th, Ohio State 5th. They have Oregon in 4th position, Texas ranked 3rd, 2nd Notre Dame, and 1st they have Indiana. You take notice, it's basically the same players from last year. Just looking at some others here. I found this kind of amusing. CBS Sports, Brad Crawford, he comes up with his college football best and worst case scenarios for every team in the top 25 ahead of 2026, who they consider top 25. They have Ohio State right now ranked first. They said the best case scenario for Ohio State would be to go 12-0. No shit. 9-0 in the Big Ten. They said their worst case scenario, they go 9-3 and 7-2. They have Texas ranked second. They said the best case scenario for Texas, 12-0, 9-0. Some real in-depth analysis there. They said the worst case scenario is that they go 8-4 and 6-3 in the SEC. That this really isn't in-depth. Great. Third, he has the Georgia Bulldogs. Best case scenario, 12-0, 9-0 in the SEC. His worst case scenario is if they finish 8-4 overall, 63 in the SEC. Oregon, best case scenario, 11-1, 8-1. And then again, I'll go down to Notre Dame. Best case scenario, 12-0. So big time great analysis. I'm going to end it there for the evening. It's 7:42 here on the East Coast, 4:42 on the West. Check out my boys over there at Patterson Avenue Fanatics. I think they're doing a show this evening. I don't know. I think I saw that they were going to do one tonight. So Phillies in full swing. Flyers are in the playoffs. 76ers in the playoffs. And of course, to see what the Eagles do in the draft on Thursday. I will be at the Leaf and Bean Cigar Lounge over there in Florence, New Jersey, for the first round watch along party. Going down to picks, what everybody thinks. Join me. Comment. Pop in on the show who you think your team's going to pick. But again, check out Patterson Avenue Fanatics. As I end each show, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while. You might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You may not get a second opportunity. And for the love of Christ, if you see somebody struggling in any sort of fashion, doesn't matter what the topic is, if they're struggling, ask questions, inquire. How can you help? How can you get them help? Because it might not just be saving a life, you might be saving a multitude of lives. So, with all that being said, enjoy the NHL tonight, enjoy the NBA. Again, draft coming up. Are you prepared? Have a great night, everybody. There's only one thing left for me to do. That's for Dandy Don Meredith. Take me out. Have a good one.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.